this primary season has really shown the GOP as divided into two parties, more of a Nikki Haley establishment Republican and then more of a Trump MAGA Republican. You're saying that J.D. Vance fits nicely into that Trump MAGA Republican mold. So given his age and given his policies, do voters view him as the heir apparent to Donald Trump?
I think that that's yet to be seen, but certainly the selection of J.D. Vance plays to Trump's base. And J.D. Vance does very well with rural voters and especially with suburban voters. And obviously, his background, he comes from a downscale white demographic and a background that he's wrote in his book. His childhood was quite challenging. So it's a tip of the hat for that core electorate, lower educated white voters, downscale white voters in suburban areas and in rural areas that make and compose the core of Trump's voter base. And so in that regard, he's the closest thing to that voter that exists outside of Trump in the Republican Party, and it's a tip of the hat to those voters. I will also add one other thing. 80% of Republicans view J.D. Vance as an exciting pick, in part because he is young and in part because of his background. Also, 91% of Republicans and 58% of independents actually view him as being honest. And the honesty card, it's an important card, especially for voters who like anti-establishment figures and essentially view Washington as being in a gridlock and not able to produce actual solutions for them that matter to them in their day-to-day life. And that was a very interesting finding that came out in our poll. 56% of independents viewing J.D. Vance as honest and 91% of Republicans saying the same.